Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. We had some difficulties with technology. But we have 6:42 left in this first period. Scores are at 0. And net for the Chargers, number 88, Cameron Ganal. It's been a few weeks since his last start, as Luke Van Antwerp has been in between the pipes. And then for the Vipers, it's going to be Sam Schifferle, as always, their bread and butter. Here's face-off blocker side of Schifferle. One forward by Whistler. Shot gets blocked. And Whistler pushes it forward. He's with the race with Baldwin. Baldwin beats him to it. Takes the puck. Moves it over to Patty Lalonde, who chips it down low into the corner. Colton Franks picks it up first. He gets put up against the boards by Parks. Lalonde sends it up to Baldwin. Mikey Baldwin sends it down low to Lalonde in the near corner. They go back and forth at the top of the blue line. Over to Colton Franks. He takes a shot. I think that went off the crossbar and goes out of play. We do have a penalty on the Vipers. Stebbins is in the box.
He caught a piece of Jacob Peterson and just brought him down, setting up Carroll with an early opportunity to break the ice.
Face off won by Carroll. They put it down behind the net. Patrick Lalonde puts it over to Potts. Puts it back down to Lalonde. Lalonde in the far corner. Puts it up top to Mikey Baldwin. Baldwin with a shot. Gets deflected. Goes over the net. Lalonde picks up the rebound. He moves it to Franks. Franks puts it up top to Baldwin. Baldwin takes a shot and blocked by Whistler, and it goes out of play.
A lot of early opportunities on this power play, but unable to get super deep. Vipers doing a good job of clogging the middle and not allowing a clean look at the net.
All right, face-off going in the blocker side of Schifferle. One back by Quas. Tied up in the corner was Rice, and Shurik picks it up. He hits it off the boards a little bit too much for Overbay, and that's going to go down length of the ice. We got 38 seconds remaining here in this man advantage. Carroll crosses the line. Shurik gets off the boards to himself. Gets it up top to Overbay. Overbay over the Platt. Platt with a shot. Deflection. Just goes wide by Blavelt. Shurik puts it on the near side. Gibson. It's up top to Platt. Platt moving down to the far wing to Overbay. Overbay turns things around, puts it back up top to Platt. Platt with the shots. Sticked away by Schifferle. Rice gets the rebound, and he's going to clear it. And that's going to do it for the power play of Carroll. Just get out behind his net, moves it over to Gibson. Gibson is able to find Blavelt. Blavelt chips it down right on net, and Schifferle is going to elect to cover things up.
Good penalty kill by the Vipers. Get out unscathed. And now you're really going to start to get some offensive movement. They've been playing a lot of defense thus far in the first period. We'll see how that continues to roll the rest of the night.
Face off on the glove side now is Schifferle, Whistler, and Pedersen. Face off won by Whistler, goes into the near corner here. Vaughn Patron gets hit by Parks. Parks, the 6'4" senior, uses his body a lot. He has 108 penalty minutes so far in the season. As Duke moves it over to Knudsen. Knudsen mishandled it, turnover. It's Harder. Loses the puck to Whistler, but Whistler had pressure by Harder, so he moves it to Bacon. Knudsen finds Duke. Duke trying to chip it down. Bouncing puck. Turnover. Whistler now off on the races. Moves it on the far side wing. Turns things around. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Bacon is there to pick up the rebound. One behind the net. Pedersen now In the corner, trying to move it to Von Pachon, turns it over. Shot by Whistler goes wide. Bacon with the shot there by Duke off the pads. So puck goes around the net. Anthony Baldwin now going wide on Ingles. Takes a shot. And needs to save there by Schifferle, and he covers things up. Face off glove side of Schifferle. Quas gets kicked from the dots. Sliger steps in. Face off is now in the nearest corner. Ingles picks up the puck. Getting pressured by Lalonde. Baldwin with a shot. It's blocked by Quas. Lalonde picks it up, trying to move it to Platts, but gets taken away by the Vipers. Baldwin's able to keep it in. Minnick now in the corner. Finds Sliger on the near wing. Sliger's able to get it out. And Anthony Baldwin sends it back in. Schifferle behind his net to stop it. Minnick will move it up to Sliger. Sliger flips it forward. Anthony Baldwin puts it to Platt. Platt over to Lalonde in stride. He crosses the line. Going wide on the right, trying to center a puck. It's deflected right in the Stebbins, and he's able to find Kaufman. But he turns it over to Pedersen. Pedersen dumps it down. He's going to go off for a change. Rice moves it to Stebbins. They go back and forth. Rice off the boards. Finds Sliger, and he dumps it down, trying to get off for a change. Baldwin trying to move it to Blauvelt. It's turned over by Carroll. And Stebbins now in the near corner. Moves it off to Kaufman. Kaufman not able to get it out. Held the line by Curto. Curto now puts it down low off the shin pad of Stebbins. So we have a penalty though. I believe it's going to be on Carroll. Shurik heading to the sin bin. 2 minutes for a slash. We're under 2 minutes. So unless the Vipers score in this, they're going to have 21 seconds of power play time to start the second period. Face-off going on the blocker side of Cameron Ganell. Whistler on the face-off tie-up. Goes to Bacon. Dylan Parks. Box line, takes a shot. This goes wide. Duke picks up the rebound, a quick shot. It's blocked. Duke trying to keep it in. He's able to. Gets it to Whistler. Whistler trying to find Bacon. Bouncing puck goes out front. And Carroll is able to clear the zone. Parks on the quick transition. Crosses the line. Trying to get around Palant. He ends up in the corner. He finds Cooper Bacon. Over to Whistler. Up top with a shot off the glove of Ganau. Kaufman's able to get the rebound. Center it to Bacon, but he gets tied up. Whistler with a shot gets blocked out front. Parks with a slap shot. Pad save into the corner. And Carroll is able to clear it. Patterson puts it down the length of the ice and is able to get a much needed change. Parks picks it up. It's up to Whistler. 34 seconds left in the first period. Whistler gets pickpocketed from behind, was able to retain possession, trying to center it. Cooper Bacon keeps it in the zone. He's tied up on the far wing. Goes and takes a shot, blocked by Baldwin. Poked forward and out of the zone. Cameron Whistler trying to get it around the lawns. He ends up turning it over in the neutral zone to Pedersen, but Pedersen puts it back, and Bacon now moving through the neutral zone. He's got 5 seconds left, dumps it in. over to Kaufman, and that's going to do it here for this first period. As we are tied at zeros. Vipers are going to have 20 seconds left on their man advantage to start the second period. About to get second period underway. Penalty killers for Carroll going to be Lalonde, Baldwin, and Pedersen. And we're going to have Duke, Bacon, Whistler, Parks, and Knutson out for these last 20 seconds. Face-off won by Whistler, forward to Cooper Bacon. On this near side, trying to center it to Whistler, but just too far in front. Duke picks it up, sends it back down low. 10 seconds left. Make it, moves it to Whistler. Whistler puts it back down low. Hockey Baldwin's able to clear the zone. That's going to do it for the Vipers. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Turnover to Potts. Ryder Potts enters the zone. He's able to put a shot off, but puts it high off the glass. To Whistler. Whistler chips it into the corner. Getting tied up there by Patterson. Centering pass. Gets it to Duke, and he puts that one wide. Baldwin sends it down. No icing as it goes right to Sam Schifferly. Stebbins behind his own net. Trying to push it forward. Kloss now crosses the line. Turns it around, finds Kaufman. Kaufman in the slots. Not able to get enough on that, and it goes into the corner. Sliger almost took the puck away from Anthony Baldwin. But now Ryder Potts gets poke checked by Stebbins, and Rice puts it behind his nets. Moves it to Stebbins. It's the puck taken away by Blavelts. Puck goes in the high corner. They move it down low. Rice ties up with Blavelts. Franks to help out Blavelts. Play comes to Kloss. Kloss off, trying to get off the boards. And eventually has to flip it out. Ramsey. And the neutral zone sends it down. Blavelt picks it up, puts it back around, finds Franks. Franks with a bouncing puck out in front. Poke checked away by Schifferly. Vipers not able to clear. Franks again with the shot into the glove of Sam Schifferly. Face-off on the glove side of Schifferly. Face off one by Carroll. Platt takes a shot. Deflected, goes off the side of the cage. Ingles in the corner. Being pressured by Gibson. Vipers not able to get it out. Overbay sends it down behind the nets. Ingles. Trying to get it to Knudsen. Excuse me, King. Puck in the corner. It's Overbay. And the puck finds its way to Schifferly, and he will cover things up. Whistler gets kicked from the face-off dot. Duke comes in. Takes off one by Shurik. Baldwin sends it around to Parks. Picks it up. Whistler not able to get it off the glass. Still has a puck though. Turnover. Knudsen puts it over to the wing to Keaton. To Duke. And he elects to put it back around the opposite side of the nets. Parks can't clear it. Carroll still has possession on this near wing. Puck is tied up. Baldwin cuts across, takes a shot, blocked by his own guy. For another rebound shot. Puck is still loose, ends up behind the nets. Long Pachon sends things around. Baldwin punches down. He has now. Comes over following with the shot. My heart is blocked and go wide. Patterson moves it down to Potts. Patterson now with a wraparound chance. Up top to Baldwin. Down low to Patterson. Trying to centering pass there, deflected by Duke. Potts now puts it in the corner. He gets put against the boards by Parks. Parks behind his own net. Not able to keep it out, get it out. Baldwin keeps the line. He puts it down in the corner. Whistler. Not able to clear. Baldwin takes a shot. Hits off a couple of buys and goes into the corner. Lalonde. Too far for Baldwin to exit the zone. Vipers not able to clear Lalonde with the puck. Penalty coming up on the Vipers. And that's going to be a slashing for Whistler. 10-12 remaining here in this second period. Carroll's going on their second power play opportunity. They are 0 for 1. Face-off going to be a blocker side of Schifferly, won by the Vipers, only in the opposite corner. Franks is the first one there. Potts. Finds Baldwin. Moves it to Franks. Down to Lalonde. Back up top to Baldwin. Baldwin over to Potts. Carter Potts switches with Baldwin. Potts with a shot. He scores!
With as much time as Carroll spent in the offensive zone, you knew one of them was going to find home eventually. 1 for 2 now on special teams.
Vipers just giving Potts all this space. Cuts across the slot, puts it top shelf. It is now 1-0 Carroll. Face off at center, last one by the Vipers. Minnick in his own zone, trying to get a away from Pedersen. Excuse me, Gibson. Puck is in Carroll zone. Arto sends it off the glass. King pinches, put out in front. Another 2 great saves by Ganao, right at point blank against Kaufman. Minnick now going behind his net. This is the puck, so King gets it back. Overbay in the near wing. Loses the puck. Here comes Quash. Crosses the line one-on-one. Cuts to the middle. Didn't have enough space, so he turned it back up top, but loses the puck. Artel trying to stand up the glass. Kaufman with a shot in the right pad, saved by Ganao. King with a quick one. 2 blocks by 2 different Carroll. Sliger now. Penalty coming up against Carroll. Kaufman. And puck is in his skates on his far wing. Moves it down to Sliger. A little bit too much. And they touch things up. We're going to have a hooking call. Let's look back at those 2 saves by Ganao, point blank. Gibson's in the sin bin for the Chargers. Draw one by Carroll, and they immediately send things down.
You saw Carroll take advantage on their second opportunity on the power play. Can the Vipers do the same and match this?
Western out, crosses the line, but they were offsides. So we Bacon might cross just a little bit too soon. So we're going to have a face-off outside of the Charger zone. As it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here at the ice rink, so both teams are wearing their pink jerseys. Parks in his own zone. Puts it far side to Bacon. Bacon puts it up top with Duke, but just a little bit too far in front. Duke has to get back on sides before Bacon can cross. Duke sends it behind the net. Starting pass, Parks now. Over to Bacon. Bacon with a shot, deflection, and puck's out front. Carroll's able to clear the zone. Put it right on net. Schifferle, stretch pass to Bacon. Quick transition here for the Vipers. Bacon sends things in. Comes up on this near wing. And Ramsey's able to send it out into the neutral zone. Parks off the boards to Bacon. Bacon leaves it for Whistler. But Patterson was right there. It just gets out of the zone. We have 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Baldwin on his own net. Gets around Kaufman and puts it deep into the Vipers zone. One last rush here for the Vipers. Rice to Whistler. Whistler crosses the line, puts it down low. We're now there to stop it, sends it off the glass. Over the Potts, and Potts is able to get it out. And that's going to do it here for the Vipers power play. They fall to 0-2. Able to time things up here. We have a turnover here in the offensive zone. Swabelt. Finds Baldwin, puts it down the far wing to Franks. Franks gets tied up. Vipers trying to clear, but it's blocked. Deflection just goes wide. Penalty now on the Vipers. Blauvelt gets taken down. Franks to Baldwin. In the feet, still not touched up. Shirk now behind the net, leaves it for Blauvelt. Trying to get to Franks, but finds Baldwin. Mikey Baldwin puts it down to Franks. And the Vipers touch things up.
Give Carroll a third opportunity on the man advantage. They're 1 for 2 already and have generated a lot of noise out in front near the net. We'll see if they can keep it going here in this opportunity.
So Whistler gets his second penalty of the night. It's a cross-checking minor. Face off one by Carroll. Baldwin. To Franks down low to Patterson. Oh, to Lamont to Patterson, excuse me. The Vipers are able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Baldwin starts things behind his own nets. Quarterback in the play. Trying to move it to Patterson, but goes off the shin pad of Quas. So he puts it far side to Potts. Potts about turned it over to Slager, but he's able to regain possession. Colton Franks moves it to Mikey Baldwin. Baldwin crosses the line, puts it down low behind the nets. Knutson trying to push it forward, but moves it to Patterson. Up top to Baldwin. Baldwin too far for Potts, but is able to find Franks, who finds Lalonde. Lalonde turns around. From Gretzky's office gets put down by Parks, but still able to regain possession. It's up top to Potts. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Ball went down to Franks with a shot right into the chest of Schifferle. Puck is right in front of the crease, but he's able to find it and cover things up.
Another good opportunity for the Chargers, generating pucks to the front of the net, making life hard on the Vipers in this one.
Face-off will be in the glove side of Schifferle. Won by the Chargers. Overbay. Finds Platts. Shot gets off the skate. Another shot deflected into the corner. Vipers now in the neutral zone. Sends it down. Right in front of Ganal. Overbay. Puts it to Gibson and finds Platt. Platt moves through a neutral zone, crosses the line. 2 seconds left on the man advantage. We have a penalty coming up now on Carroll. Blauvelt heading to the penalty box. As they are going to give him a 10-minute game misconduct, I believe. Yep. So Blauvelt's getting a 2-10 from checking from behind. Vipers with another opportunity here to try and tie things up before the end of the second period. Face-off won by Chargers. Baldwin not able to clear. Rice keeps it in. Trying to move it to Whistler, but gets sticked away by Pedersen. And Baldwin's able to clear. Lalonde's on the chase. Duke to start things here for the Vipers. Puts it to Whistler. Whistler down the Rice. Finds Bacon. In the neutral zone. Trying to move it far side, sticked away by Pedersen. Sent into the zone, but immediately gets sent back out. Whistler, once again trying to move it to Foreman, who goes behind the net. Foreman battling with Anthony Baldwin, who finds Lalonde. Lalonde finds Patterson, who puts it down behind the nets. Lalonde in the far corner. Move it, but there's no defense there. But Baldwin sends it back in. Shipley behind his net, leaves it for Parks. Parks in his own zone. Moving through the neutral zone, crosses the line. With a shot there, in and out of the glove. And covered up by Ganau. 27 seconds left. And the man advantage for the Vipers. 97 seconds left here in this first period. Quas and Potts battling the face-off dots. One back by Potts. Cartel picks it up, sends it off the boards through the legs of Rice and heads out of the zone. Cross moves to the slagger, crosses the line, trying to cut through. Harrison moves it to Potts. Trails back to full strength. Harrison trying to move it forward. Williams off the boards. Goes to the skates of Cartel and out of the zone. Ramsey out the boards. Trying to move it to Hardy, gets pinned up. Rice finds Stebbins, who tried to go back and forth. Turnover, though, in the offensive zone. Gibson pins the puck up against the boards. Moves up top to Ramsey. Was able to keep it in. Moves it far side to Cartel. Cartel puts it down low in the corner. Intercepted pass, and the Vipers are able to get out of the zone. Cross. Cutting the cross. Takes a shot into the chest of Ganau. Someone underneath of him. And with 5.6 seconds left, we're going to have a face-off on the blocker side of Cameron Ganau. Boston Gibson, Quas trying to win it forward. Ramsey sends it off the board. Last second shot sent Whistler in the shin pads. And that is going to do it here for this second period. So we're going to get the ice cleaned up. And we'll be back for the second intermission reports. So you're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All these sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Alrighty, and welcome back to the second intermission reports here on Rink 47, where the Carroll Chargers are up 1-0 over the Fort Wayne Vipers. And the lone goal, Ryder Potts from Mikey Baldwin on the power play. Shots in the first two periods. Carroll has 19, 10 in the first, 9 in the second. The Vipers have 4 in the first and 4 in the second. Both teams have 3 penalties apart. Elias Jackson Plotz, he had a checking from behind, 2 and a 10. And that's going to do it here for this second intermission report. Before the third period starts. We would like to thank our sponsors since we weren't able to before the game started. This Big Eye Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ontwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OntwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online, that's at sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliate local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. Earn your Edge this season PSM Edge training program. Maximize your athleticism through the personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The ice has been cleaned off. We are just waiting for the referees to come out of their den. We'll step aside for a quick break and get back to you with third period action. You're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Like sophomore year, one of my teachers gave to me and I just stuck it in my coat.
All right, welcome back. As teams are just entering the playing surface here, getting their last second stretches before we have third period action. Now, this is the closest game that this series has been in the last few games. The last time the Vipers beat the Chargers was November 21st. They had 2-1. And that pretty much came down the wire. Carroll scored about a minute and a half to go in the third period, but they weren't able to get that second goal to tie things up. But since then, it's been all Carroll, outscoring them 9-1 in the last two games. So it's very surprising that this game is as close as it is.
Hey, look, the Vipers doing a really good job at standing tall in net. Big time effort from Sam Schifferle, but they're going to have to find some offensive flow here in the final frame. It's been really hard to come by. They got a couple of power plays early on, haven't been able to convert. It's getting into crunch time, and they're going to have to make a move here at some point.
And they can be a really sneaky team when they come off the rush. A lot of their goals have come off the rush. They just come in mid-slot and they just put it in behind the nets. But so far, Ganau has been standing on his head.
And another big thing to watch out for as we enter this third period, can the Vipers stay out of the penalty box? Really, both teams going to have to do a better effort at that, but Vipers obviously playing from behind.
All righty. Whistler with the puck off the face-off. Puts things on that side by Ganau and into the corner by the Zamboni doors. Whistler tied up flat. Puck moves on this near wing. Carroll not able to clear. Bacon puts it behind the nets. Flat turns it over. Wesley puts it back into the corner and moves to his near corner. Parks pinches down. Able to put it to Duke, who finds Bacon with a shot pad save. Moves it over to Whistler, puts it up top to Knutson. Knutson, a little bit too much on that transition, and the lawn.
Fantastic poke check by Parks here.
Parks now able to get around Baldwin. Puck goes into the far corner. Harrison ties up Knutson. Potts. Puts it to Baldwin. Baldwin with the shot. Gets blocked in front. The puck gets cleared. And it'll go down for an icing.
Vipers fortunate to get the change before the whistle. Whistler was kind of slow off the ice after getting rung by the shot.
Good thing about in high school is that you can ice and you can change. So it's not like college or pros or like juniors where you have to stay on the ice. For high school, you'll see a lot of times they get caught down deep for a little bit. They just send it down just so they can get a change off. Face off glove side of Schifferle. Quas moves it forward, but Carroll regains possession, puts it down below the net. Turnover to Franks. Franks centering pass gets sticked away by Schifferle there. Overway with a shot, goes wide. Puck comes to this near wing. Kaufman loses the puck. Quas takes it back. Puck straddles the blue line. Ball went off the board, trying to find Overbay, but Overbay pokes it back. Moves to the Franks with a shot. Puck is inside of Schifferle somewhere. Might have gotten in his pads, but we'll get a whistle. Face off glove side of Schifferle. Puck out in front. Patterson with a backhand gets blocked by King. Baldwin to Gibson. A little too strong. Valapachon in the corner. Minute. Not able to clear as Baldwin keeps it in. Kern in the corner. Moving on the far wing. Trying to have the boards. He does. Both Baldwin brothers are on the ice, so Anthony Baldwin sends it back in. King off the boards, trying to find Williams. Williams puts it off the glass. From his behind, sends it down into the corner. Anthony Baldwin moves it, trying to move to his brother, bouncing puck off those doors with the weirdest bounces. Williams with the shot, just goes wide. Kern behind the nets. Being tied up. Whistler with the puck. He takes a shot into the stomach of Gunau. We will get a face-off coming up. Whistler gets kicked out. So Duke will come in his spot to take the face-off. One by Pedersen. Plot up to Potts. Whistler off the boards. Finds its way to Ramsey. Ramsey in the corner. Loses a step for a second. Penalty coming up here on the Vipers. Potts to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to center it off the pad. Carroll still will regain possession. And then Parks will touch it up. So So Whistler getting his 3rd penalty of the night with a trip. Carroll's going to get another power play opportunity.
A chance to really put a dent in this comeback. To get a second here and make it 2-0 feels like 10-0.
Face off home in the blocker side, Patterson and Duke. One by Patterson. Pot slipped on the ice there, trying to hurry up and get to the puck before the Vipers did. Patterson now in the corner. It's up top to Baldwin. Baldwin to Franks. Franks moves in, puts down low to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to stuff it in off the pad. Rebound goes awry. And now the zone. Baldwin to Ryder Potts. He has the lone goal so far on the power play. He stops on this near wing. Puts it down to the corner. To Franks. To Baldwin. Baldwin will pass a little bit too far for Potts. Vipers not able to clear. Baldwin hold the line. Knutson then slaps it down. 1 minute so far is gone. And this man advantage now with a stretch pass. And the Vipers send things right back in. Gibson off his skate, right to Rice, and then Rice sends it down the length of the ice. Now out. Stop that puck. Finds Gibson. Over to Overbay. Overbay sends it down low. Moves it behind the net. Over to Sherrick. Sherrick takes a shot. Stick side. Patterson. So down low to Sherrick. Sherrick trying to stuff it in off the pad. Rebound. Puck is loose in the crease. Scrambling for it. And we have some extra shenanigans coming on. Sherrick and Rice. So the puck was still loose. Surprised the ref blew the whistle. Rice is going to be getting a penalty. We're going to look back at that replay. So we didn't catch it, but. And Sherrick sent to the box. So those are going to be coincidental penalties. Maybe. So I don't know if they're giving Schifferly one as well.
It's like 2 Chargers have ventured out to the box.
Blavelt's still in the box because he got a 10-minute misconduct.
That's right.
So he still has, he would have 7 minutes because he was in there like at 3:30 or something like so, like 6.5 minutes into this period, and then the next whistle, which would be about now. So probably like probably the next whistle he's out of here, but. Captain's trying to get their explanation here. So they did get a penalty on Schifferly for his extra shove there on Sherrick. So it should be 5-on-3 for 14 seconds, as the rough should be coincidental. So they. So we're going on 5-on-3 here for 14 seconds. Parks, Quas, and Knutson out for the Vipers. Top line out for the Chargers on their main power play. Face-off going to be left side, Schifferly. Quas ties up Pedersen. Lalonde gets it out of that scrum. Moves it to Baldwin. Finds Potts. Potts trying to get Lalonde, but off his skates. Lalonde going around the net. Franks with the shots up high. Rebound is still sitting there. Franks now. He takes a shot, it's deflected off the safety netting. Look at the penalties here. So 2 roughs for Sherrick and Rice, and then Schifferly also got a rough. Quas wins the face-off back, but Lalonde beats Parks to it. It's up top to Potts. Potts spins around. Is it to Baldwin? Baldwin to Franks. Franks down low to Lalonde with the shots. Went off the toe of his stick and went wide. Potts on the top of the blue line. Is it to Baldwin? Baldwin down low to Franks. Franks center it to Pearson, just goes wide. Pearson keeps the puck in. It's down low. Spins up back top to Baldwin. Baldwin, he takes a shot off the pad. Rebound to Lalonde. He wasn't able to corral it. He put it wide. Potts to Franks with a shot. Sticks aside by Schifferly. Pearson gets tied up by Knutson. Franks gets the puck out. Puts it down low behind the net. And Gretzky's office trying to center it. Sticked away. Pearson gets the puck to Baldwin. Over to Lalonde. Didn't get enough wood on that. Goes wide. Centering pass gets taken away by Quash, and he sends it down the length of the ice with 10 seconds left. Sliger on the pressure to Baldwin. Ties him up. Potts trying to stretch it over to Pedersen. Has it behind the net. Trying to get around Stebbins. It's tied up. Takes down his own man at the same time. It's Ramsey. Down behind the net. Pedersen and Williams tie up. Ingalls picks up the puck. From off the near wing, Sliger not able to get it out, and Baldwin sends it down into the corner. Stebbins pushes his way through Pedersen, chips it off the boards to himself. He takes a shot, single-gloved away by Genau.
First rush opportunity in a while for the Vipers. See if they can generate more offensive flow. Killed off all the penalties, so still just down 1.
We are down to 6 minutes and 50 seconds left of regulation. Carroll still holding on to their 1-0 lead. Face-off won by the Vipers, but it goes out of the zone. And King off the boards, turns it over to Baldwin. Overskates the puck just a little bit. Baldwin moves it far side to Plotz. Plotz keeps it in, sends it behind the net. King centering it right to Platt. Platt with the shots off the pad of Schifferly. Rebound goes to the wing. Gibson takes a shot off the mask. Platt over to Baldwin. Baldwin with the shot. Blocked away. Overbay now behind the net. Being pressured by both D-men of the Vipers. Platt trying to get a shot on net, but deflected by Williams away. Another chance, just goes wide. Vipers still not able to clear. King trying to push it forward. Duke His attempt, no good. Pass to Gibson. Gibson with a backhand, sticked away. King not able to get it out. It's Patterson sends it around. Excuse me, Baldwin. Overbay trying to center it. Duke trying to get Bacon, but it puts through skates, but Bacon finally able to clear. Plotz over to Overbay. Quick transition. Overbay stops. He takes a shot right into the glove of Schifferle. We'll get a face-off here. Face-off going to be in the blocker side of Schifferle. Patterson and Quas on the face-off. Face-off won by the Chargers. Potts in the corner. It's put down by Duke. Kaufman sends it the opposite direction to Stebbins. Stebbins getting pressured by Pedersen. Loses it to Alon. Alon trying to get around Quas. It's up top to Carteau. Carteau over to Ramsey. Ramsey with the shot deflected just wide. Alon trying to get to Pedersen. It's up top to Ramsey. Ramsey to Carteau. Couture, shots blocked away by Quash right in the stomach. He's definitely feeling that one, maybe even the hip. Ramsey, he takes a shot, blocked away by Sliger. Go on. With the puck in the far wing, puts it down low to Potts. Ryder Potts trying to center it right to Quash's stick, and they're able to clear. Sliger is going to be the first one to the puck. Moves it to Kaufman with the shots, and a save by Ganau. Best chance of the night so far for the Vipers. Schifferle trying to see what time he wants to get pulled here. They're trying to at least get their starters a little rest before they head back out. See if they can tie it up. Baldwin with the puck in the zone. Knutson sends it right back down low. Gets stopped by the referee. Baldwin. Through neutral zone, crosses the line, loses the puck. And the Vipers cleared down the length of the ice for an icing. .352 left in this third period. Face-off going to be in the glove side of Schifferle. Won by the Chargers, Baldwin. To Overbay, who sends it down low to Shurik. Shurik to Franks. Up to Mikey Baldwin. Trying to get the Franks, but put it behind him. Kern loses the puck to Mikey Baldwin. Baldwin with a shot, deflection wide right in front. And sticked away by Schifferle. Franks behind the net. And the Vipers send it down. And they will go off for a change. 3:19 left here. Put their top forward line out of Bacon, Duke, and Whistler. It's off one by the Chargers. Potts trying to move it. Gets turned over to Bacon. Bacon trying to chip it forward to himself. He wasn't fast enough to get to it. And Potts takes it back. Turns it over to Ingles. Ingles puts it down low. To Bacon. Bacon takes a shot. It's blocked away by Ganau. Duke moves it to Ingles. Ingles elects to put it down low to Whistler. Whistler gets tied up by, I believe that's Baldwin. And the puck comes free. 3-on-1 now for Carroll. Lamont over to Potts. Potts with a shot, blocked away. Ingles puts it off the boards. No icing coming up. Potts moves it to Potts, leaves it for Carteau. Carteau just pinches it forward. Stebbins trying to put it down into the zone. Turnover here. Shot by Whistler into the corner. Franks. Not able to get it to Patterson. Now Quas with a move, loses it, but Bacon picks it back up. Bacon behind the net. Trying to get something set up. Stebbins takes a shot, feigns on it a little bit. Goes into the corner. Lalonde off the boards. Right to Franks. Colin Franks. He takes a shot, just roots it over the net. Rice with 1:42 left in regulation. Shifley behind his net. Stebbins moves it just forward enough for Rice to pick it up. Rice trying to send it off the boards to Kaufman. Carroll sends it right back down. Stebbins off the boards all the way down for in icing. And the Vipers are going to be calling their timeouts. It's 1:23 here in the third period. So they are down a goal. Alrighty. Face off glove side of Schifferly. 1:23 here in the third period. Vipers trying to tie it up and send it to overtime. Tie up there in the face-off dot. Potts wins it. Milan tries to send it around, hits the linesman. Milan. Pass deflected. Sliger finds Parks. Parks sends it down low. And the net is going to be empty for the Vipers. Parks. Down low. Carroll not able to get a shot off yet. Near side, Lalonde to Patterson. Perrin with the shots. He puts it wide. And high. Potts sends it down to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to put it, center it. 32 seconds left. Puck goes out. Shot to empty nets goes wide. Penalty coming up on the Vipers, and that's pretty much going to kill any opportunity they have. Trying to see. It's Ramsey's down on the ice. Parks, it's the penalty. Parks is getting a 5-minute major, so his night is done. What's going to be anyways? He's heading to the dressing room early.
And with that, Carroll escapes, survives 1-0 the final.
Alrighty, so the Carroll Chargers hold on to a 1-0 lead. Sorry, we lost our sound there for a hot second. But we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. We apologize we had some technical difficulties, as we still have one more game coming up here in the next 10 minutes or so. But thank you guys for watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.